Caught up in the life of a modern day cowboy, riding that Harley like I had to go steal one, chasing that high danger when I wake, dodging every single bullet that's fired my way. A gun and mudslinger on them county roads, southern boy tattoos from head to toe. To hell with being pretty for the camera and phones, I came to get dirty and I got one go. To leave a legend by any means, ride the storm no matter how bad it seems. Give them hell to the flames, charcoal the game. Never even try to fix my down home twang. To be the lone wolf of the country scene, the new age man in black that the people need. Tell them talk shit to me, it means nothing. I'm only speaking for real country. Only speaking for real country. Don't put your 2 cents in on what I should do, unless you've been whiskey bent Blair Chrysler do. Unless you got a couple scars for a story to prove, or the souls ain't born in a pair of work boots. I grew up a way that's getting erased. Dixieland pride, they wanna fade to face and stick a pretty boy in to get us replaced. But you don't wanna get yanked by a fan of Hank, running circles around y'all like Dale at Talladega. Take a bite out of you like salt on tomatoes. And I tell you how it is, then you tuck your tail. I ain't even gotta say, cause everybody can tell. I'm leaving out a legend by any means, ride the storm no matter how bad it seems. Give them hell to the flames, charcoal the game. Never even try to fix my down home twang. To be the lone wolf of the country scene, the new age man in life that the people need. Tell them talk that shit to me, it means nothing. I'm only speaking for real country. Whoa. A Copenhagen smile when I talk that smack. Shotgun and a rifle hanging in the back. Creed Fisher said it and I'll have his back. You'll be meeting the country boys if you burn that flag. We're leaving, not respected by any means. Ride a storm no matter how bad it seems. Give them hell to the flames, charcoal the game. Never even try to fix my down home twang. To be the lone wolf of the country scene, the new age man in black that the people need. Tell them talk that shit to me, it means nothing. I'm only speaking for real country. I'm only speaking for real country.
You can tell it's been a while since I wrote one of these damn things. I can't hardly get this thing. Well, it's starting to hit now, I guess. We just let it ride. What's up, everybody? So I've been watching the news like an idiot. I see Canada's, they gonna put us in the dark. Then people really think we give a fuck if they cut the electricity off? Do they really? How stupid do you be? I promise Canada gonna need us before we need them. That little bit of shit that they supplying. What's up, Potential Farms? It's funny. I see them on there bitching about the gas hoses being made from America. Well, motherfucker, don't buy the gas no more then. How about that? Walk your dumb ass. Every one of them motherfuckers out there like Carl, ain't they? They don't fucking get it. We don't need their shit. And I don't want to be rude to nobody, really, because it's all politics. It's all a bunch of bullshit, but cut the goddamn power off. Fuck you. Feed your beans, motherfucker. What's up, Deb? Gina G. Harley motherfucking Davidson. What's happening, Jody? Sean? Blue eyes. Don't mean to cough on y'all. Y'all know Unc don't smoke a lot of weed. Oh, shit. Make sure I say hey to everybody. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Unc getting stoned. You know I don't do that very often. I tend to fuck shit up when I do. I think I said hey to everybody anyway. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Wasn't intentional. British Bulldog, what's up? What's up, Brandy? Hey there, Gina. You know, it's crazy. Like, we don't want to hurt the American people. Motherfucker, we don't care about you. We don't even really know who the fuck you are. Y'all don't never come over here no goddamn way. And I don't know nobody running to fucking Canada. Nobody gives a fuck what they do up there. What do they make in Canada anyway? Just to be honest, can anybody tell me? Because I can't, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't tell you what the fuck they make up there. That's how little they matter to me. But what do they even make up there? I mean, you're threatening, I think he said, I don't know how many kilowatts. It wasn't a lot. I was thinking, damn. So what, they run one state up there or something from Canada with electricity? Maple syrup. They can keep that shit up there. Because let's face it, right? Not that they don't work outside, but like in America, you most of your stuff down south is made outside anyway, right? Fuck Canada, make it a state, yeah, right, Nathan. It's just funny. They think if it really got bad, do them dumb motherfuckers not realize what would happen if we really wanted something from Canada? Let me get this Red Bull right here. They go over and bomb the shit out of their ass. In a week's time, they'll be begging to turn the goddamn power back on. Them motherfuckers be climbing that pole so fast trying to flip that switch, their ass be on fire. Yeah, fairly high quality MDMA. Oh, shit. Yeah, Rich, well, Unc don't fuck with that shit anyway. If it ain't a fishing pole and a goddamn wide being hooked, some live bait, don't know too much about it, to be honest with you. But I just seen them, they signed 2 executive orders like it was supposed to be some big deal. And if you're going to redirect the power that you was sending here in, what did he say? How did he say it? He was saying it was going to be permanently done that way. But I can't remember the words. It was, motherfucker, you should have been doing that, to start with. We don't need your shit. We got, you ever seen these? I don't know if any of y'all down south, but when we have hurricanes come down here and these fucking lines get blown down, these linemen are stringing them bitches up. And to be honest with you, the devastation that happens around here, and as quick as these folks get the power back on, them some bad motherfuckers. We don't need no Canada. I promise you, they'll have you give 20 crackheads fucking couple $1,000, they'll have a whole generator station built. I about fucking that up, didn't I? I got stoned. Oh, shit. Rich, what you doing, bro? I tried to call you earlier. You didn't answer the phone. But then again, you was probably door dashing. Yeah, we got a workforce, baby. You think what you want to. We really do. When it comes down, look, all bullshit aside, when times get tough and the tough gets going, the American people fucking get going. They going to take care of themselves. They ain't going to let a bunch of fucking Canadians tell them what they going to do, what they ain't going to do. But I seen that dude at the gas station talking about Canada. How come we're still using American hoses to put gas in our car? Because probably nobody else makes that type of hose. I can't even read that shit, Rich. What's up, Jay? Got none. Hell yes, what's up? I don't smoke a lot. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I used to, but now when I do, I just laugh and fucking giggle with shit. It's about like it was when I was a fucking kid. Oh shit! I done got stoned. What's up, Trixie? I just think it's funny how these motherfuckers don't realize if we opened up all our factories back up, you know, when I was a kid, I heard them old men talking, saying that that was the worst thing that ever happened to this country was that free trade agreement. And it shut down a lot of our industries, that and capital gains tax. If they drop capital gains tax and mandate it, like sign it into law for so many years, businesses would pick right back up over here. Yeah, build it yourself. That's right. Well, we used to have all kinds of plants and stuff, man. We got a lot of natural resources, but, and believe it or not, Mexico is one of the largest places for oil and stuff in the world, ain't it? I could have swore I learned that in school at one time. Yeah, capital gains tax or scams. The more you make, you shouldn't have to pay like that, you know? More, I mean, I get, but there ought to be a bar on just how much money you pay on every, 100,000. It shouldn't be 40 fucking percent or whatever it was. I know it was crazy for a while. Ain't nothing wrong with that potential funds. I just don't do it no more, man. I drive too much, and believe it or not, what I do is dangerous as fuck. You can't be out there stoned on the side of the road, jacking them damn trucks up. Some young kid come by you on a fucking cell phone, not paying attention. I had a girl almost hit me on the on-ramp one time, and the bitch stopped and screamed at me. That's how scared she was, that she had done fucked me up. I dove up underneath that trailer. Y'all should have seen me. I looked like I played for the fucking NFL in defensive end or something. Yeah, unrealized earnings. There's a lot of stuff that I ain't never agreed with being taxed. Like when you buy a home, you pay tax on the money that you fucking made to buy it. And when you buy the place, you pay taxes. And you shouldn't have to pay fucking land taxes forever. They're just waiting on something to happen to you where you can't pay it, so they can take the shit from you. I'm just kind of fucked up, I thought I was doing something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that little girl was fucking looking at her phone. I think she was probably trying to get directions, to be honest with you. I didn't ask her after she screamed at me. I just kind of shook my head and walked off. But she must have been looking, getting directions or something. She looked up and she was about 1.5 foot from me. And I dove up underneath that trailer. And that little bitch stopped and fucking screamed at me like I was doing something wrong. I'm like, lady, I'm on the on-ramp. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. No, I know, Jay, and that's sad because that's part of the American dream. Y'all know that shit. Yeah, personal. I don't get it, man. Like, time you spend $1 4 times, that motherfucker's taxed and gone already. And then they waste it on stupid shit. And then they wonder why people get all pissed off about it. How in the fuck can I stop all these libtard fucking damn shit on my Instagram? Because when I scroll through there, that's all the fuck I see. Make you not even want to get on there. Oh no, I didn't see that, Dale. But I tell you what though, they not gonna resign. The Florida Wildlife Commission is not gonna resign for nobody. And you gotta have people in place, but just like with the snapper fish, that shit's out of control. You can't even go offshore and fish without catching a snapper, and you can't fucking keep them. And that shit's been that way. Snapper being outlawed is like closed season for a long, long time. But and they discourage people from going and getting their own natural resources. People should know. You know what I mean? How to fucking go and fish and hunt and shit like that. Even if you ain't no good at it, you still ought to fucking go and do it and participate in it. Getting out in nature does something to you, man. Your body's meant to exercise anyway. What is he talking about? I imagine you can't fucking go out there and. So you buy a boat. You buy my buddy's boat. I think he said he paid $140 for it. I think. Anyways, $140,000, and you buy all them badass rods and shit, and you tool up. That shit costs you shit ungodly amount of money, anyways. And go out there and all you catch is fucking red snapper, and you can't even bring them home to eat. What's the point? I get that. I really do. Sharks, man. I know a lot of people like sharks, and we gotta have them, but they're out of control too. Everything got to be managed. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know it. I know it, Jay. And the only ones that can keep them is commercial fishermen, I think. Did you really? Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, BC. And just like, I don't know. I swear, I honestly believe that cancer comes from your food and the plastics that they put the stuff in and all that shit. Because all that shit is damn oil, gas, crude oil starts out as. Now, shit ain't good for you. I mean, that's a proven fucking fact. You go off gasoline and see what happens to you. You end up like that fucker in Paintsville. Yeah, Nathan. I don't know, man. But hell, like I heard him say the other day, they tested the St. John's River, and the fucking fish was testing positive for opiates. Now, how in the hell that happens, I have no idea. And plastics and everything else. Nah, Blue Eyes, I love it, man. I love it. You can damn sure tell, too, because everything got a more crisp taste to it, for sure. Which I didn't do that good last year. I planted a garden, but it didn't. It was so hot and dry. And when I say it gets hot down here, it gets hot down here. You got to be able to deal with that shit, ain't that right, Dale? Say it gets fucking brutal. Dude, Rich, they fucking got great whites off the coast of Jacksonville. I've seen them with my own eyes. Fucking big ass sharks out there, dude, and the water's so goddamn murky you can't see. Excuse my French. I shouldn't say that word at all. But the water's so murky you can't even see it out there, dude. And I'm telling you now, there's sharks out there in the river where I fish at, probably as big as that John boat I got, or close. Enough to turn that bitch over. They say somebody went out in a kayak the other day, a mile offshore, and they found the kayak. I don't know. I seen it on Instagram. I don't know exactly where it was at. But I always thought dudes are stupid anyway. Go offshore in a kayak. I know there's a lot of guys that do it. They enjoy the fight. That shit is crazy. Hell yeah. Hey, but like where me and Amanda was in Fernandina, we hooked a little shark right offshore out there. And that water's back up in the creek some, I was like, damn. On live bait, on live mud minnows, small minnows. They're bad everywhere. They're bad everywhere. That's what makes me leery about getting out there in that little small sailboat I got. I don't like that because it's so close to the water. And them alligators out there too. You never know. And that damn current's bad out there too because a lot of places 40 feet deep. And then it gets kind of shallow, so it makes it fucking haul ass. Get rough. Yeah, fuck that, Rich. You imagine that thing fucking pull you 50 miles offshore? Which, I mean, I don't know if they'll pull you that far, but, you get caught up in them rip currents and all that shit, start getting out there. That fucking shark just hauls ass with you. Nah, I'm good. I want to be able to hit a motor. or at least have a radio to call somebody. Now, hey, Blue Eyes, you talking about fish to fish now? I live in one of the fishing capitals of the world. It may not be the very best, but it's pretty on time if you know what you're doing. There's a lot of stuff that I don't, what I mean, put on YouTube as far as us fishing and shit. A lot of, and then when I do, I just be out there hanging out. I ain't really too tough worried about fishing. Yeah, Jay, that's what I'm saying. You get on big ass fucking marlin. Yeah, fuck that. Be out there skiing. Yeah. People don't realize it, but them gators get in them woods too and lay in that wet mud in there. It's a lot cooler for them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but hey, Rich, them dudes that, I know dudes that go out there in them kayaks like that. You fucking can watch them. I ain't doing that. I'm going in a boat. But then again, you should always wear your life raft. Your life vest and shit out there. What's up, Padfoot? We just chilling, man. We just chilling. Oh shit, man. I just figured I'd go live for a little while. Bullshit. I seen that shit. I thought that shit was funny as hell. That motherfucker act just like Carl. Every one of them, it seems like. And people at their brain goddamn froze. Oh, I got you. Rich. That wouldn't be too bad now, I guess. But, and I guess there is a time and a place for everything, just like with fucking paid hunts and shit, I'm not doing it, but I get it. There's those that ain't got time and they just want to get their fix. That shit always seems weird to me, though. How the fuck you pay fucking $10,000 to go hunting inside a goddamn gun fence? All I seen today was 2 black snakes. Yeah, I fuck them snakes. I don't like them snakes, Blue Eyes. I kill the shit out of them. I don't care what kind they are. About the only ones I leave around is them damn corn snakes or rat snake, whatever you want to call them. He didn't like your video. That motherfucker bad shit crazy. But a lot of them people are, man, they spend a lot of fucking time inside. And they only thing I can think of, man, is they stay fucked up. Cause anytime I ever went up north, the farther you go up north, the more people get fucked up. Either by drinking or what, it seems like. But then again, during the wintertime, what else you got to do besides party? Hell yeah. I done got 2 stone, y'all. I shouldn't have smoked all that. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's see here. How about then got 2 stone bill here, be honest with you. That's a good thing when you don't smoke a lot. It fucking works when you do. Let's see here. Let's see what them sissies talking about. Something stole my damn soundboards. I know y'all can hear me clicking this fucking mouse like crazy. I want to see if I can find that one with dude talking about the power. Somebody said the Pope died. What Pope died, y'all? Yeah, Rich, I'm not paying that for that, though, bro. That's crazy as hell. I'd rather not kill nothing. I can have a lot of fun with $100,000. Sure, squirrels on fire. Hey, what's Oh, I'm still trying to find that shit. Oh, let's see what these motherfuckers talking about. I think I might have found it. Oh, these fucking commercials.
The nucleus of the mafia.
Fucking commercials.
Politico that Ontario Premier Doug Ford threatened to shut off his province's electricity exports to the United States and block shipments of Ontario's high-grade nickel, which he said provides 50% of U.S. supplies. This is per the Globe and Mail. He added, if they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do anything, including cutting off their energy. This is energy to the United States, with a smile on his face. With us now is the man, I guess, behind that smile, Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario in Canada. Premier, thank you so much for being with us. Okay, what are your plans and how far are you willing to take it?
Well, first of all, I have to tell you, Canadians love Americans. We love the U.S. It's one person that's causing these problems. I've talked to senators and congresspeople and governors, Republicans and Democrats. Not one of them agree with them. I've talked to business CEOs of the largest companies. They totally disagree with us. And President Trump ran on a mandate to lower costs, to create more jobs. This is going to do exactly the opposite. The auto sector, we buy over 400% more autos than Mexico, 200% more than anywhere.
Mexico is one of the poorest fucking places in the region. What are you talking about? You ought to be buying more cars than that.
In the world. And you know, he put up a smoke screen, he keeps moving the goalposts. Well, the market is speaking loud and clear. The market is going to go downhill faster than the American bobsled team, and we're going to continue seeing in the US plants close, assembly lines shut down. In the auto sector, they may last 5, maybe 8 days before the parts that go back and forth across the border 8 times. This is unnecessary, and we do have to retaliate. And I apologize.
Retaliate. Them motherfuckers crazy as hell. They start retaliating, they'll bomb the shit out of their ass. Canada don't want no problems with the United States. Yeah, Deb, that's what I'm saying. Them linemen had that shit back up. These motherfuckers down here don't play around, and they'll send them for fucking shit. 4 states away and fucking 5 states away and shit. There'll be so many people out there working. You're crazy as hell. They should have been done it, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, Jay. They talking tough. I didn't mean to cut it off. I hadn't seen this one. The other one I seen was just that fucking black-headed dude signing the damn mandates. I was like, you dumb motherfuckers.
We're the #1 customer in the world to the United States. We had a great relationship. I want to continue on with that relationship, but I will use every tool in our toolbox to send a message to President Trump that this is the wrong thing to do. When Warren Buffett comes out and says this is basically insanity, you have to listen to someone like Warren Buffett.
So some of the thinking inside the administration goes something along the lines of, in the United States, we can withstand more pain than you can in Canada. So how much pain can you withstand here?
Well, we have the lowest debt in the G7. The United States have more debt than anyone. He wants to come and get a tax break, put a tax break through. He's relying on 2 Congress people. He loses 2 people. That's it. These tax breaks aren't going. And he's doing this on the backs of the American people. He's going to create job losses. Inflation's going up. The market's dropping. Gas prices are going up.
Bro, what the
groceries are going up. For what? We have a very fair trading balance.
Are these people don't think that we don't realize we already in trouble from when they brought all these fucking immigrants over here and bust them over here and financed all that shit? Gave all them people all that shit? The U.S. has been in trouble ever since then. The man's trying to get us out of fucking trouble. These motherfuckers here wanting to kick somebody because they think we're down. This shit is crazy.
And if we exclude the energy, the oil that we ship down 4.3 million barrels a day to keep cars going, the U.S. has a $55 billion surplus on everything else, on manufacturing. And I'm fine with that. 55 billion is fine. But we're your #1 customer to 28 states. Have directed our office to take off all the alcohol. We're the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world.
I told y'all they were fucking drunks up there, didn't I? Didn't I say that? The farther north you go, it seems like these people drink a lot because they're stuck inside all the time.
Sell to 30, or we buy from 35 states, 3,600 products, over $1 billion. They're coming off. We directed our team to pull off the $30 billion of contracts and not use any American companies. And again, I apologize to the American people, but the red states, the people have to start calling their senators, their governors, and Congress people to stop this insanity that one person's causing.
What do you understand the demands to be? On the one hand, we've heard over the last few weeks it's cracking down on the border, going after fentanyl distribution. Now the president is saying he wants much of the manufacturing returned to the United States. What do you think the ask is?
Well, you can't, in the auto sector, and no one knows what the ask is. It depends on what he wakes up and eats in the morning, and that changes. In the auto sector, you can't unscramble.
Got to keep motherfucker on their toes. You can't let them know what you're thinking. They'll have a game plan. What the fuck's wrong with that? Fuck you.
An egg that's been made since the 1960s in the auto pack, and expect plants to just open up. We buy as many cars as we sell down to the U.S. It's been working. It's a great system that we have right now with all the auto sectors, but it'll only last 8 to maybe 10 days at the max. And then you're going to see auto plants being shut down. I wish we knew what the president wanted. We need to sit down and move forward on the USMCA and put this behind us.
I just got to ask you, very briefly, how upset, how mad are Canadians? Aren't usually the types to get angry, but how mad are Canadians this morning?
They're absolutely livid. They're furious because we look at the United States as our family. We're one big family. We've stood shoulder to shoulder.
That's right. You shut the lights off to your family. That's how you do it. You just fucking leave them in the dark.
Shoulder and wars and every other crisis there is. We love the American people, but unfortunately, the president has gone sideways on ourselves. And, we power, Ontario powers 1.5 million homes and businesses in New York, in Michigan, in Minnesota. I've talked to all 3 governors. I want to ship more electricity. I want to send more critical minerals, but I will not hesitate to use every tool in our toolbox to protect Ontarians and Canadians across the board. I've never seen patriotism run so wild across our country. Right down to the grocery aisles, people refuse to buy American products. This is not right. We love America, we love the people, and the president needs to be stopped. Simple as that.
Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario and Canada, we do appreciate your time. Thank you for being with us. Again, we continue to watch the U.S.
Hey, do these people think they're supposed to live better than us or something? Like, we ain't supposed to have our fair share? Hell yeah. 80 and beautiful. That's what's up. Yeah, I know. I just listen. They crying. That ain't a lot of fucking people. Really. If you think about it. I'm going to tell you, I've seen the power off with that many fucking people. That's crazy. Shit, they ain't worried about that. I don't think. They'll take the short-term loss. When was that anyway? Shit, that was a month ago. That's the only thing I hate about it, social media. Sometimes the time you see shit, it's already fucking over with. Yeah, and a lot of them should have to pay their share, Jay. It's only right we pay our fucking share. Anybody that gets up and goes to fucking market every day or, hustles a dollar up, anytime you spend it, you pay your fair share. Trust me, we get taxed. Nathan, you just go in and fucking wipe them out, huh, dog? Just fuck it. Bam. You dead. They don't want to fuck with America. I promise you. They may have a pretty good little elite fighting source and all that shit, but when it comes down to it, Americans some bad motherfuckers. They got some for real motherfuckers that fighting that military. Some of the best in the world. They don't want to fuck with them. Oh, I know that's right. No drama. That shit been thick this year too, man. Shit, I ain't even been lying that long. Fuck around and find out, yeah. What's up, Info Warriors? Hey, I get it, man. I really do, I mean, if they don't want no real fucking problems. They just want to talk tough. Couple million homes ain't shit to get wired back up. They had that shit going in fucking 2 weeks. Yeah, British Bulldog. That's what I'm saying. We used to it down here, just to be honest with you. And fuck, the lines has already got to be run. I mean, they're already, you know what I mean? All they got to do is tap into them. It ain't going to be that big of a fucking deal. It ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying? Throw some fucking switches. That shit be changed back over. Because I promise you, they already had power lines run to them. Oh, I guarantee it, Deb. I guarantee it. But they could have it patched in. They could have, different grids and shit just pumped up a little more and patched in. They got a backup plan. They ain't fucking running around like that. That threat about the power shit don't even fucking matter. But let me tell you, if America really wanted something, they gonna fucking get it. They'll go over and take it. And they'll do it to Canada first just to show everybody in the world that they ain't fucking around. But see, they all got all these bleeding hearts up there now. And I don't believe in war for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? But if y'all see what happens in the past, even when we lose, we still kick ass. They fucked us up by leaving all that damn military equipment over there and shit. That was fucking crazy. That should tell everybody just how fucked up the United States is financially. You don't abandon all that equipment over there over fucking gasoline and flight hours, you know what I mean, getting it back. That was a lot of shit that they left over. A lot of resources, fucking ammunition, fucking everything, and Black Hawk helicopters, all this shit. Why do you think they left that over here? They can try to blame this on Trump all they want to, but we've been forced into this position already. I've watched the trucking industry start slowing down for the last fucking year. That's why I keep telling everybody, fucking get your shit right. Make sure you got enough food to eat for a couple months. Yeah, Rich. Which would have been stupid. Yeah, I seen how much money they were paying them fuckers over there for information and shit. I couldn't believe it. Or if something happened, or like if there was a small skirmish and their fucking goats got killed or their cow or whatever, they were paying for the motherfucker. The United States was paying for it. It could have been the damn, whatchamacallit, people mowed them down. You know what I mean? And the Americans paying for it. I don't know if any of y'all caught that during any of those specials and shit that they were playing, but you seen the damn, whoever was in charge of the damn outpost was talking to them people. They were bringing them in, and they were complaining about shit like that, and they were fucking paying the people for them. Crazy, ungodly amount of money. Is that a lot, Blue Eyes? I don't know what a megawatt is. But you wouldn't think, what do you say, 1.5 million homes? And you know what I mean? That's not a fucking lot, really. I mean, it is, but it's not. You get fucking 10,000 linemen out there, they'll have that shit. Which I don't see how they would have to, because that shit's already run anyway. They just have to switch it over and start building a fucking power plant out there. Energy costs would go up a little bit for a little while up there, but it wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't want to open a business up there. Not no fucking big one anyway. Not one that required a lot of damn real estate to run. Like a factory one? Nah, I'll be good. I was wondering what the fuck one I was watching earlier. Let me put a search filter on. There was one where they was talking about where he did.
You'll keep going.
I wonder if this is one where he was talking about that he did it at. Or did I just fuck up? Oh shit, I done messed something up. What the hell? You can't even understand that shit. What kind of bullshit is that?
For now, with me is David Frum, a Canadian-American political commentator and a staff writer at The Atlantic. David, you have a foot in both countries, so you have two perspectives. Mark Carney has called this the most consequential election in our lifetimes because of the threat from Donald Trump. Do you think that's accurate or hyperbole?
I'd put it as the most consequential since 1988, but maybe my lifetime has been longer than other people's. 1988 was the election where Canadians voted on the U.S.-Canada Free Trade Agreement, which bound Canada more closely to the United States. The Americans, and that was a decision that went in favor of close relations and redounded well to Canada's benefit. It's made Canada richer and more dynamic. The Americans have now...
Yeah, Rich, that's what I was saying. They were paying the fucking people. You can't do that. They were probably paying them for information and everything else over there. And I mean, and you know good and well they didn't. We're foreigners on foreign soil. You can't buy your way in a place like that.
Torn up that agreement, broken faith on the U.S.-Canada agreement, the NAFTA agreement that followed it, the U.S.-Canada and Mexico agreement that followed that. And so Canadians trying to hold on onto this vision of North American free trade are now challenged by the United States that has turned its back on its own idea.
So do you think that
The free trade agreement is what ruined this country. That's what all the old timers said, and they were right. As soon as they signed that shit and put that shit in effect, it stopped all the fucking building and shit over here.
as Mark Carney says, the U.S. is no longer a reliable partner to Canada?
It's no longer a reliable partner to anyone. It's not just a Canadian problem. But the decision that Canadians have to make, and the danger of some of the decisions that are being faced this night, is that because the Americans have lost faith in the idea of free trade, free markets, private enterprise, that doesn't make it right, and that doesn't encourage Canadians to do the same. And Canada has to find a way to hold on to things that are true, that private enterprise works, that markets work, the trade works, and not make it an issue so much about the U.S.-Canada bilateral relationship, but make it about the inherent power of these ideas. Canada will need to trade in freedom with whoever will trade in freedom with Canada.
Does it actually, this is maybe a stupid question, does it matter who the prime minister is in Canada when you're dealing with someone like Donald Trump? If he's after our resources, if he's after the Arctic, is a new prime minister going to make any difference to his mission?
Why would you disparage your question? That's a very powerful question. And personalities matter a lot in history, but they often matter in surprising ways. And Donald Trump has behaved in surprising ways. That he,
This motherfucker trying to say Donald Trump's fucking unstable. That's what he's trying to say. They trying to start the crazy shit, which, I mean, they've been doing that, but that man ain't fucking crazy. He's business savvy, and he knows what we need. I don't give a fucking who don't like it. You got to run this place like a business. You can't run it in the ground and make it go bankrupt. You have to profit. You have to profit enough to pay for the shit. And that's what we ain't been doing in a long time. And they trying to act like he's just done this to the economy since he's got in there. Fuck, he ain't been in there that damn long. That shit ain't gonna turn around overnight.
we had an interview with him just today in the Atlantic, where he made clear he knew he was hurting the conservatives. And you might think he's more pro-conservative than pro-liberal, or maybe, but you might think that. But he knows he's done terrible damage to the Conservative Party candidate.
In Canada.
And he seems to take pleasure in it.
Like he's talking about.
He seems to take pleasure. He said today, the Canadians dislike me so much, and they cost the Conservatives 25 points. And he took pleasure in that. And it's kind of hard to figure out why would that make him happy, but it seems to make him happy.
Is that a sort of implied endorsement of Mark Carney?
I think look, he likes pain, he likes trouble, he likes mischief. He doesn't like any other human being on this planet other than himself. He doesn't like his wife. He doesn't like his children. I can't believe he likes Mark Carney or Pierre Poilievre either. But he seems to like the chaos he's capable of breeding and the damage he's capable of doing to a fellow democracy that is a neighbor and was a close friend.
Bro, we got to worry about ourselves right now. See, y'all worried about you. That's why y'all ain't wanting to buy American shit. But if we worry about us and try to do what's right for us, then we're the bad guys. It's like that with everything, it seems like. If you keep it 100 on it.
Friend.
So as you watch the campaign unfold, who do you think is best suited to take Canada through the uncertainty of the next 4 years and build these new relationships beyond the U.S.?
I don't think it's a question of personalities. I think it's a question of
Carl, when we become the 51st state, we're having your ass locked up, boy. I'm just telling you right now, get ready for a straight, Jackie. You might as well order one custom, like, one that you like, designer like. It says, I don't know, one of them weird fucking sayings you put on them.
That Canada needs to not let the United States push it into doing things that are harmful. Don't pile up barriers to trade for yourself just because your neighbor is doing that stupid thing. Don't turn your back on the world. Don't let the government direct where capital goes. Don't tell savers they must spend more of their savings inside Canada, which is only 2% of world capital markets, and turn their back on the rest of the world. Whatever the Americans do, Canada must be bound to free trade, free markets with the rest.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing, man. You make a good point about the coal mines. These motherfuckers think that we're far enough ahead solar-wise that we don't need all those natural resources like that. Coal, fucking natural gas and shit. Dude, and that's the farthest from the fucking truth. I mess with solar power. And that shit's still too expensive, really, to fucking power a whole home unless you got damn 70, 80, 100,000 fucking dollars. That shit can be expensive. You gotta have coal. And not only that, it produces jobs. Like in Ohio, some of y'all probably already know, but they got them fucking little small damn fracking wells that draw oil and they pump up natural gas. And the people, like, they'll be sold the mineral rights. They won't never, these people own that places now don't even have a chance to get them. They've already been sold off. But they get the natural gas, but they have to give easement to these fracking wells. You know, you could do a lot of shit with that. You run generators, fucking heat your house, all that shit. Imagine if we did shit like they did back in the old days, like their cooling was ammonia and shit like that. Imagine if you did that, because you could use natural gas for that because it's heat. Yeah, but we've always, hey, squirrels, you know what? They're just not even with minerals. With a lot of stuff, we've been a buy here, pay here fucking country where we just ship shit in. We've been consumers and resellers of shit. You can't just be resellers. You got to make some stuff. And if they cut them diesel emissions like they're talking about, it's fucking on. But that's what it takes, though. People in California want to cry about a little bit of black smoke, but, you know, fuck, they'll serve meat and shit in fucking plastic. Do they really, InfoWars? Joe Respawn. What's up, Nada? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know. It just amazes me, man, that people, you know, they carry on like ain't nothing fucking happening. And it's funny how many people will actually believe that Trump's done got the economy worse off than what it was. I don't think it really could be bad, no more worse than what it was. How much are them fucking jets and shit a piece? $130, $140 million or more? I mean, I ain't for sure how much they cost. I know they're expensive as fuck. And I know they left a shit ton of them over there. And tanks and Black Hawk helicopters and all that shit. You can't tell me. We've been in trouble since then. When they can't afford to bring the shit home, that tells you what's up. I mean, that would be like you owning a fucking Jaguar or a Ferrari somewhere up at fucking damn, god damn it, dipshit's house in Minnesota. You just left it up there because it was cheaper to get on an airplane and fly home and leave the fucking car up there instead of driving it back. That's what's up, smart mouth. You did. Hey, now let me ask you this: being that you use the ammonia, y'all have to defrost them every so often, because I know they freeze the fuck up. Hey, I've been watching this fucking young dude, man, on Instagram. I can't remember his damn channel name, but everything he does is old school. Like, he got a Model A and all that shit. Old Victrolas, and he's got old, and everything he does is antique. He lives antique as hell. He cooks on antique. His refrigerator's fucking ammonia. Oh, hey, so I've noticed that, squirrels, that you say that. I've been noticing a bunch of fucking big ass warehouses. And when I say big warehouses, I mean huge fucking warehouses. Like Amazon type warehouses that's went up around here. And it's quite a few of them. They've been going up for about 2.5 years, 3 years. Yeah, solar panels, probably. Could be, Nathan. Yeah, there too. Yeah, it's crazy. So they storing something, and it's a lot of those fucking damn those like not really flash freezers, but freezer warehouses where they store all this stuff, cold warehouses, which is crazy. You wouldn't think they would set them up in Florida, but they damn sure do. And I bet it's probably for the maintenance, so it ain't so hard to work on. Because like in the winter months, if something goes wrong, it'd probably be a bitch. You know what I mean? Work on that shit. Oh yeah, I know it. I know it. Especially, but you got to have something to keep the refrigerator going. Squirrels. I mean, I'm country as a motherfucker, but I ain't that country. Which people should know how to put some foods up without refrigeration, for sure. Oh, shit. Somebody text me about tires. Shit. You got to call the shop home. Oh, shit. You used to ride bikes through. Hey, and we used to play out on the fucking drag links and shit be out there, you know. Them construction sites back in the early 80s wasn't all fenced up like they are now. You could roam and go everywhere. We used to terrorize out there. Being them people's shit. Playing on controls. We didn't even know what the hell they went to. Pressure can water. That's what's up, Nada. Hell, they make machines do that too now. You just put motherfuckers in there and it fucking vacuum seals it. It is a good way to do shit, but people don't know how to do that shit anymore. Do you know how many men do you honestly, which I know we ain't gonna need it, but yeah, the Amish, but no, BCA used to be, but people still call me all the time for fucking shit, tires and stuff like that, but who knows, I might be back on 24/7 again before it's over with. I did it for about 7 years. Every fucking day. Very seldom did I ever get a day off. Make it shelf stable last 5 years. That's what's up. Yeah, sparrows and people can garden and anything, man. I'm telling you, even if you don't grow a lot, get used to growing something. Put them in 5-gallon buckets outside your door, you know. You put fucking a couple tomato plants out there, a couple pepper plants. You start using that stuff, you'll be appreciative of it. My thing is I try to do too much, I think. Because I'd be trying to plant the whole fucking acre back there. I'm like, fuck it, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to do it all. But I didn't have a lot of time to keep up with it last time I planted it. Hell yeah, BC, that's what's up. Well, you already know how to grow shit then. That's what's up, squirrels. Hell yeah. Oh, 33? Motivated? That's what's up, bro. Hey, reline it though, Bubba. Put some decent line on it, you know what I mean? Because shit, she go out there and catch a big one and you don't want to break that shit. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing like fucking Zepco 33, baby. You know, Unc had a bunch of them back in the day. We used to go fuck up all the people's ponds. We was sneaking in there and shit like little fucking Army Rangers down on the ground. I ain't even bullshitting. We ride our bikes to the edge of the fucking woods and hide and run up there and go fucking fishing in people's ponds. Come make them run us out. I swear to God, we used to. Oh, shit. Them were the days. Yeah, it is, dude. It is. Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. I hope she fucking gets hooked, dude. Not literally, but I mean, I hope she enjoys it. Fishing's good shit, man. That's good for your soul. Good for you to get out and get away from everything, man. Clears your mind. That's what I love about being on that boat. Even if I ain't catching nothing, I still get out there and ride around. It just clears my mind. I watch and look. I go, believe it or not, I don't go bird watching. I love nature, man. I'll go watch the alligators and shit. Like, for real. I won't go up fucking with them, but I'll go up by where they're at. Not real, you know what I mean? Where I can see them anyway. What's up, Nickel G? That's a fucking idiot, man. That dude is a fucking straight idiot. Everybody knows it, though. Deb, I mean, when I was a kid, I'd go catch crawdads with an old steel Maxwell House can and a fucking coffee cup lid. I mean, the coffee ground lid, the lid to it. I flip them rocks over. I see a crawfish. I put that can behind his ass. I take that lid and scoop him up. I used to sell that shit for bait when I was a kid. Hell yes, Slayback. That was some of the funnest times, just being rebellious as fuck. You know what I mean? But see, we got the rivers around here too, so we don't have to just go just to the pond. We can go to the rivers and fish. And if you know how to fish these little rivers, you could fucking tear their ass up. That was the life, man. Shit. And then, like, when 3-wheelers first came out, somebody had a 110 fucking Honda 3-wheeler. Shit, we was in there. We was riding around like we fucking had a car all night long everywhere. But gas wasn't shit. You know what I mean? $1.10 a gallon. You get $5. You could fucking ride 3 or 4 days. That shit was blast. I miss them old times. Now you can't even ride a 4-wheeler down the road. Motherfucking cop gun. Not out here too tough, but anywhere else. They about force you to go to these fucking mud parks and shit. That's something else about riding that boat too that I like. I'm not limited really to where I can go and where I can't go. Shimano, you got some Shimanos. I got some Shimanos too, motivated. Shimano makes a good reel. But to be honest with you, as hard as I am on reels and shit, I'll buy that ugly stick, 6 medium heavy, and I'll buy like a 6,000, whatever they got up there, 6,000 size bell, you know what I mean, open face. And that's what I fish with. I'll put like, I kind of cheat really, because I'll put that 50-pound fucking spider wire on there. Them fish ain't breaking that shit too tough. If they do, they meant to get away. And y'all see some of them ones I be catching out there, you know what I mean? But a reel usually don't. Yeah, see, I use a 6,000 instead of 2,000. No shit, Squirrel. You can't do that here, though. You can't do that here. Hey, but you're in California, right? You can't modify your exhaust, none of that shit. Seeing out here, them boys hopping them things up out here. Them motherfuckers be damn as high as a pickup truck with tractor tires on them and shit. That ain't even no lie. I always wanted to get me one of them fucking side-by-sides like that, but I was scared I'd end up hurt on that bitch. Pennsylvania. That's what's up. Hey, don't get stupid. They used to swear up and down I was drunk when we used to go mudbogging because I'd be raising hell. And whatever I had, I would hold that fucker to the floor. And I didn't never drink. My buddies would be like, nah, he ain't. That's just him sober. Hell, we had a death dude that used to come out here. And the only way he could tell what the motor was at was by his tack. And he would get drunk and he would hold that fucker to the floor. I don't do a lot of crappie fishing, man, to be honest with you. Nah, just gonna make it. You know what I mean? Not a shit. You're getting through that mud hole, you gotta make it. You gotta know how to drive. Half of it's knowing how to drive. Half of it's not being scared to blow it up or tear it up. They take that shit serious around here. Hell, they got them little Shimano fucking combos up there at Walmart, buddy. Go on Walmart.com and look one later. I bet you could find a good one for fucking $60 probably. And that ain't bad for a good fishing pole. I bet you you could probably buy an ugly stick. You know what I mean? But now I don't like them 2-piece poles. If I break a pole, I break a pole, but I don't want to be fucked up with them 2-piece poles. Just need a rod. They sell rods too, bro. Like them rods that I got. Amanda's, I think I paid $90 for her rod though. And I paid like $45 for the other ones. Ugly sticks ain't that bad, and they're good rods. They're guaranteed. And they'll take a whooping. That's why I'm surprised. I got one out there that's broke. That's the only one I've had broke probably in the last 15 years from fishing now. Not from me doing stupid shit, but actually somebody catching a fish on it and it breaking. And I still use it. It's just the core and it's cracked. I can feel it. You know what I mean? It's got a ting like a baseball bat. It still catches fish. Eventually it's going to snap, but hell yeah, Nada. We appreciate you, sweetheart. You use that to buy $110 from 3 people. Hey, they gotta do what they gotta do, man. They balling over there, you know what I mean? It's fucking piss poor excuse for life, but I don't give a fuck if you barely get by, but you shouldn't have to fucking do that shit all the time. That's, you know what, man? And some people that do it ain't even fucking embarrassed about it. And it's one thing if you're really doing something right with the money, but it's another thing if you're just taking it because you don't want to get off the fucking couch and go to work. That's fucking crazy. Because let's be honest. You're not saving money from having a baby in daycare and daddy staying home. They just don't want to fucking get up and be daddy, but he wants everybody to call him daddy. Oh, yeah. That's what that one out there is. That red one, it's an ugly stick. It's carbon fiber. She loves it. I hate that piece of shit because the handle ain't very comfortable on. I like my fishing rod to be comfortable. Yeah, that's why I was saying, Jay, you can get a decent rod for about $40. Between 40 and 50. You know, ugly stick, you cannot go wrong. Yeah, now it's the standard. Hey, I tell you what though, man. I think everybody ought to have a cheap little boat. Honestly, I do. Even if it's just small, something with a 9.9 on it. Just a regular little old 14-foot boat. Little aluminum John boat. Just so they can get out there in the water. You know, fucking old damn. Wasn't it Bill Dance? Bill Dance who fished for Ugly Stick's a damn good rod. Bill Dance, he had the Tennessee hat on, right? You ever watch any of his bloopers? He's always in a little John boat. They are, dude. And you can put the motherfuckers together, dude. You can buy a motor off fucking Craigslist and buy a hull somewhere off Craigslist, do a little bit of work on it. Have you a decent little fishing rod. It's always more fun than, 14-foot Monarch. That's what's up. I got a Sea Arc, what I got. Smart mount. Them boats right there in the Monarch, Sea Arcs, fucking Lundy. There's quite a few good ones. And them G3s. They'll fucking take a beating too, man. You ain't got to be, you know what I mean? That's what's up. Hell yeah. That's what's up. You got a You got a V bottom, a little V bottom, or a flat bottom. That should be a flat bottom. Like, that's probably all. Monarch all weld, ain't they? Ain't Monarchs all welded? Hey, Motivated, the only thing about plastic boat, dude, flat bottom, only bad thing about a plastic boat is like when you get a hole in them, they're so hard to fucking repair. About 90% of the time they're gonna leak anyway. And you can buy an aluminum boat for not much more. Riveted. Yeah, see, mine's all well, it's that modified V. But it's got a narrow fucking bow. I hate that about it. That bow's real narrow. I'd like for that bow to be wide and stout. I'm fixing to have something done about it one way or another. Because I got to, that way they got that trolling motor mounted up there, it's wanting to come off. But I got an idea for it. I'm just going to come flat across the top of it all the way back. Pathfinder, that's what's up. Yeah, that motherfucker be flying too. Yamaha's a good fucking motor, man. It's hard to beat a Yamaha. But I've always been a Johnson and never remained just because you can interchange all the parts. Like, so many different things that work off of 6 horse all the way up to a 15, you know what I mean? Now, not like the motor itself, but like I've stole handles off. I stole a handle off a 6 horse and put it on a Johnson 25 and it bolted right up. It was shorter, but it fucking worked and it got me by. Matter of fact, it's still that way right now. Which I got a handle to put back on it now. I just ain't did it. I need to. That old 25 is something else. Strong little fucking motor. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Which, hell, Motivated, you can get in and out of a kayak, I'm sure. I mean, I know it'd be hard, but I know you could fucking do it. You get the right kayak, dude. You get one with one of them trolling motors on it that click down in the bottom. Shit, only problem with them is it's hard to spend fucking $3,500 on a damn kayak. You buy $3,500, you buy a little fucking John boat with a badass kicker on it, haul ass. I'll be done fishing by the time you fucking paddled up there. You know what I mean? I ain't paddling unless I got to, and then I don't want to either. I'll run that trolling motor. I sure fuck will. I think I'm fixing to buy me a lithium ion battery to put in there and be done with that bullshit. That shit that I got set up now is after about 30 minutes of fucking trolling. That battery's never been that good. Bruh. Yeah. Well, Motivated's only got one leg. Which I don't know. You might be able to. Shit. It just depends. Has anybody Motivated, what's up with Papa Payday? You got a scoop on that? If you do, please do tell. Just wondering if it's doing all right. No shit, Mike. Okay, cool. No, not Little Payday. His daddy's going through some stuff right now. That's what's up, man. I'll be praying for him, dude, because, you know, we're all getting up in age and shit, man. And that's a big fucking change. You know what I'm saying? I just be thinking about him, hoping everything all right. Oh, they had Roe in them. Hell yeah, that ain't good. You want them to lay anyway before you fuck with them. But these people down here eat these fucking mullet. They'll smoke a mullet on the grill, eat it. I ain't eating no damn mullet. That's a bait fish. Fuck wrong with these people? I mean, I guess I would if I was starving, but I had to be pretty damn hungry. Then again, you'd be surprised what the fuck you eat, man. Ain't that right? So what you think they're going to do about Canada? You think they're going to do anything about it, or you think it's just all fucking talk? Let's see what fuck Trump's saying.
Born in the 70s? Don't go to Home Depot before you see this.
Were you born
That's
between
so young.
1970 and 1970?
That shit's loud as hell. My son got me fucked up.
Wow. Hello. Hello, Michigan.
Yeah, it's now like them people in trouble over there.
Thank you very much.
It don't sound like them people too fucking worried about Canada, does it? They sound happy and loud and fucking proud is what they sound.
Hello, Michigan. Hello. We love you, Michigan. We love you. We just had the biggest victory in Michigan. They said, sir, it's going to be hard. Well, we won it twice. We actually won it 3 times. You want to really know that? But I'm thrilled to be back in this beautiful state. I love this state. Got a lot of auto jobs coming. Watch what's happening. The companies are...
Hey, and a lot of people hate this motherfucker and they don't really understand why. They just listen to what somebody else tells them. A lot of people get their information off social media.
coming in by the...
I just try to listen to key points, you know what I mean? Because I don't trust none of these fuckers. And it's best if you don't trust them. Then you don't never, you know what I mean, get fooled by them. But
by the tens. You got to see what's happening. They all want to come back to Michigan and build cars again. You know why? Because of our tax and tariff policy. They're coming from all over the world. They're coming up and they're opening up plants and they're talking to us all day and all night. They want to get here and they're coming in at levels you've never seen before. And I want to thank the auto workers for your support. That was great. But I'm thrilled to be back in this beautiful state with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. And we're here tonight in the heartland of...
I think they fucked him up when they got him out there the second term, so he couldn't do exactly what he wanted to do. So it's going to be harder for him because, look, 4 years is not a lot of... It's hard to set up that's a short-term game plan. I mean, I know 4 years sounds like a long term, but it's really not when you're trying to be president 8 years running. It's just easier to do shit. I think we got an uphill battle, and I don't think nobody should run third term because I think they ought to keep the balance of power equal. I honestly think Democrats ought to run it 1 year and Republicans the next just to keep it equal. Try to keep their balances in check, but because people get easily fooled and they vote for one way or other. Sometimes, just like with Biden, shit, a lot of them people were fooled. I'm fucking crazy, man. And then they hate this dude and don't fucking know why, because they've been told to. They've been on social media, it seems like. Some kind of fucking experiment. Not here, though. Shit, everybody here loves him, but you see all these fuckers all over the internet.
Our nation to celebrate the most successful first 100 days of any administration in the history of our country, and that's according to many, many people.
Yeah, no, he's got
this
to.
Is the
He's
best,
got to run it like the
100-day
country.
start
We
of
gotta
any
have.
president
We gotta
in
have
history,
money.
and everyone is saying it. We've just gotten started. You haven't even seen anything yet. It's all just kicking in. And week by week, we're ending illegal immigration.
That's the fuck.
We're taking back our jobs and protecting our great American auto workers and all of our workers. Frankly, we're protecting all of our workers.
So they was crying about that judge being arrested or whatever, but saying, "Oh, if they'll do it to a judge, where's it gonna stop next?" Well, you don't think a judge is incapable of breaking the fucking law? I mean, if you break the law, you go to jail, right? Ain't that way it goes? They was fucking trying to put him in jail. What's the fucking difference?
We're restoring the rule of law, which was sort of out the window with this crazy guy we had. How the hell did that guy ever become president? Could somebody explain to me? How the hell did that happen? There's my friend, Blacks for Trump. I like that guy. He follows me. He follows me. We love you. Your whole group has been so supportive over the years. I want to thank you. Everyone thinks I pay you a fortune. I don't know. I don't even know who the hell he is. I just like him. So, thank you very much. Thank all of the fellas. Thank them all. But we're ending the inflation nightmare, the worst that we've had probably in the history of our country, getting woke lunacy and transgender insanity the hell out of our government. We're stopping the indoctrination of our children, slashing billions and billions of dollars of waste, fraud, and abuse. And above all, we're saving the American dream. We're making America great again, and it's happening fast, too. What the world has witnessed in the past 14 weeks is a revolution of common sense. That's all it is, really. We're conservative. You're conservative, you're liberal, whatever the hell. You know what it's all about? It's about common sense when you think about it. We're for common sense. We like strong borders. We like good education. We like low interest rates. We like being able to buy a beautiful car. And now deduct the interest on the loan. That's never happened before. We want a strong military. We want low taxes. You know, the Democrats, they campaign on, we will raise your taxes. It's the first time. You know, I haven't been doing this that long, actually, compared to a lot of people. They've been doing it for a long time. They say, you became president. I can't get out of Congress, and some of them can't even get into Congress. But, you know, I haven't been doing it that long, but all my life I've been watching.
That dude been around a long time.
And I've never heard people campaigning that they're going to raise taxes. It's always been, we will reduce your taxes, Democrat, Republican.
Hey, and it seems like all the old people we used to watch on TV and all that shit, and you know, Whiteman's fucking dead. All of them's dead, you know. George, all of them crazy. We watched all them people. Willie Nelson be next. I hate to say it, but Willie getting old as fuck. Clint Eastwood, fucking Burt Reynolds, all of them, man. I don't know. I believe Burt Reynolds did. I don't remember, but I thought he did.
Now they go, we're going to raise your taxes. If our bill doesn't pass, the Republicans, we have 100% just about Republican support, but it would be nice if we had just a couple of Democrats just to make sure, because, you know, every once in a while you have a grandstander Republican. We have some grandstanders, but every once in a while, not many, but remember who those grandstanders were and vote them the hell out of office, okay? Will you do that? Vote them out of office. You know, they do it they're morally bad. You know what the answer is? If you don't get it, you're going to have the highest tax increase in history instead of the greatest tax cut in history. If the Democrats prevail on this bill, you get a 58% tax increase. Would you like that? These are the Democrats. But I've never seen all the years they campaign, we will raise your taxes. I say, this country has gone crazy. And today they did it again. Some guy that I'd never heard of John James, is he a congressman, this guy? He said, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to start the impeachment of Donald Trump. What the hell did I do? Here we go again. They want to impeach me. This lunatic used up. Actually, I had the television way down, and I said to our great First Lady, listen, did I just hear I was being impeached again? We're getting good at this.
Turn into a peach.
No, they've gone totally crazy. These people, and you know what? They've totally lost their confidence.
Hey, and they want to joke about him being fucking orange. They trying to turn him into a peach.
They can't even tell a lunatic like this dumb guy that said it. And then you have the other one that's always with the cane. He's always impeaching. He raises his cane. He always impeaches. But they have no control over those people. They have no control. And the reason is they've lost their confidence. They have no confidence anymore as a party. They have no candidates. And you know, when they say that Bernie's probably the best they have. By the way, he's about 7 years older than me, more, 8 years older. One thing I got to give him credit, he's a lunatic, but he's still pretty sharp. And he's going around with AOC +3. You know, the +3 follow him. They hang on for little bits. They hang on for nuggets. And they get crowds. They say, oh, our crowds are so much bigger than their crowds. Their crowds are small. If I ever had a crowd like their biggest crowd, they'd say it's over for Trump. He's lost the magic. But this is great. And all the people outside, we love you. We put screens up. We're taking back our country from a sick political class that got rich selling America out and bleeding America dry. We don't let that happen anymore. And we had 4 great years. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. The stock market went up 88%. We did great.
And that's what fucked him up.
And we're going to do better now, because now we learned a little bit after years.
Hey, I honestly think that it's going to be rough before it gets better. And if he would have stayed in there for them 8 years, we'd have had it fucking made, man. We'd be on shit. Ain't no telling. Motherfucker. Here we go again. Economy always fucks everything up, man. Especially in a tourist fucking in a shipping area like Jacksonville and Florida is and shit. But we'll recover. We always do. But you get on a good run and then it just kind of peters out. Fucked up.
Of leaders who sent your money to defend the borders of distant foreign nations. That's what we did. We'd fight for other nations, but not for ourselves. You finally have a president who is defending our borders and our nation.
Oh, I'm terribly right.
After decades of politicians who destroyed Detroit.
Yeah, for probably about a year, Nathan, is what I'm
You
thinking.
finally have a champion for workers in the White House, and instead of putting China first, I'm putting Michigan first, and I'm putting America first. After a lifetime of unelected bureaucrats stealing your paychecks, attacking your values, and trampling your freedoms, we are stopping their gravy train, ending their power trip. Competent and unnecessary deep state bureaucrats, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Get out of here. In 100 days, we have delivered the most profound change in what?
Yeah. So he can be the vice president then, is what you're saying? I doubt he'd do it again, though. Fuck. Who'd want to do that shit again? You know what I mean? President's fuck. He can always give advice and all that shit to Vance when he's fucking out of there. Just like Obama did with dipshit.
Washington in nearly 100 years. I read an editorial today that this is the most consequential presidency in history. How about that? And it wasn't even by a group that would normally be supporting us. It was a group of people that I think they tend to be on the liberal side, but they said it's the most important election, the November 5th, that changed it all. You have to see, well, you hear some of these numbers, but that is the most consequential election that we've ever had in our country. And what a nice thing. I'm
What's
going to
this motherfucker
start
talking
again subscribing to that
God
particular paper, even if I don't read.
You might win Macomb County big enough to carry the whole state of Michigan. And that's exactly what he did.
We don't care about that.
Mill in the United States right now, and everybody knows it. I did it for washing machines too, by the way. That's why I asked the people at Whirlpool. They were going to close. They were in deep trouble. I did it because they were dumping machines. I did a 50% tariff, was going to raise it to 100%. They didn't even have to bother. They became a tremendously successful company overnight. They were ready to close. They came to me with tears in their eyes in my office early on, first term. And we're doing it now at levels never seen before. And the results are going to be even better, because we've been abused by friend and foe. And in many cases, friend has abused us more so than foe on trade. So I want to just let you know, you're going to be very proud of this country very soon. And with my China tariffs, we're ending the greatest job theft in the history of the world. China's taken more jobs from us than any country has ever taken from another country. And that doesn't mean we're not going to get along. We get along with China. I mean, their tariff now is at 145%. So essentially, that's a big difference between that and zero. But I think it's going to work out. They want to make a deal, and we're going to make a deal, but it's going to be a fair deal. It's not going to be a deal that we lose $1 trillion a year like they did with Biden. That guy was so bad. He was so bad. Under Biden, and remember this, we were losing $5 billion a day on trade, and now we're making money. We're actually making money instead of, do you know what 5 billion? Think of that, Mike. How many pillows do you have to make to lose $5 billion? You can make them for 1,000 years. No, we were losing $5 billion a year. Now we've got it where we're making money, and the tariffs haven't even really kicked in. The 25% on cars have. But you know what that means? That means that you're going to make the cars. We don't need the cars from outside. When they say, oh, sir, we want to send you a lot of cars. I said, we really don't want your cars. We really don't want. We want to make our own cars. That includes Canada. That includes Mexico, who have taken a tremendous amount of our business. Canada's taken off a tremendous, like 10, 12%. Mexico is 32%.
Hey, almost all your fucking alternators, starters, all that shit for your car is made in Mexico. And it ain't made like it used to be. And hell, the prices are about what fucking good quality Napa shit used to be like.
They took 32% of our car production. We don't want them to have that. We want that. Why are we giving it to them? Why are we subsidizing Canada $200 billion a year? Why are we subsidizing Mexico for $300 billion a year? There's no reason for it. I'm proud to be the president for the workers and not the outsourcers, the president who stands up for Main Street, not Wall Street. You know, I like Wall Street. I like Wall Street. I have a gorgeous, beautiful building on Wall Street, 40 Wall Street. Anybody? You want a little space? I'll get you some space real quickly. Now I've got one of the most beautiful buildings in the world on Wall Street, but I still like Main Street because you're Main Street. I want Main Street over Wall Street. And we want to protect the middle class, not the political class. That's all. I haven't done this very long. We want to protect our people. You know, this is the greatest, when you think about this, look, here we are. It's not even like election. It's after the election. And you have crowds like this and to have them. We're going to do the commencement at University of Alabama. And they just called and they said, it's going to be the biggest crowd we've ever had.
That shit's old or something. Nah, I've never seen no trouble on none of them cruise ships, to be honest with you, Blue Eyes. That's crazy. But then again, I go at different times of the year. I kind of try to go when it's colder because there is less people on the ship. You know, I usually only go for one reason anyway. No, I didn't, Blue Eyes. I did. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight, though. I'm fixing to shut it down. I just want to get on for a little while. I seen that shit about electricity. I thought to myself, I was like, you motherfuckers really don't want to play around with them people. And people come get your ass. You fuck with America too tough. I don't give a fuck who you are. They know better. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll catch y'all in a couple of days, more than likely. Peace.